Meanwhile, today it was the turn of appellate judge and president of that court, William Ouko, to defend his suitability for the Chief Justice job. Our senior political affairs reporter, Murimi Mwangi, was there and filed the following report.
Boasting 34 years of legal experience, climaxed by his election as the appellate court president against the wishes of the state, Justice William Ouko was the 8th candidate to defend his suitability for the Chief Justice job.
When I was elected by my colleagues, I was not the senior most. In a list of 20, I was number 13 in terms of seniority. In terms of age, perhaps the same number. And so they saw something in me.
But the interview rekindled memories of the attempted 1982 coup and events leading to the downfall of former spy master Mwangi as the Judicial Service Commission put Ouko to task over a 2014 verdict in which he, together with 2 other appellate court colleagues, ruled in favor of retired President the late Daniel Arap Moi and overturned an award of over 130 million shillings that the High Court had granted Murimi for unlawful detention and torture.
This guy who has gone through all this suffering, the detention, and you can remember during those early days when these drastic laws were being applied against Kenyans, and then not only is his judgment set aside, which of course you have a right to set it aside, for good reason, but even also condemning it to pay costs.
In that case, why was the AG not sued? And then we were also wondering, in the law, the president at the time, I do not think, if I recall well, had personal powers to do what he was being accused of doing.
Yet with the slow pace of judicial wheels intensely choking the discharge of justice across the hierarchy of Kenyan courts, Ouko cited the swift reduction of the appellate court's backlog of cases from over 7,000 to just over 1,000 in less than 5 years as proof of his competence for the judicial top job.
The Court of Appeal, under my leadership, is regarded as one of those courts that are most collegiate, where judges work together. There's chemistry in the way we work.
What prepares my Lord for multitasking, and which role my Lord considers as the most important of the many hats my Lord would wear as my Lord Chief Justice?
The first one would be on access. Access in its very broad term. Opening up courts, making work efficient, delivery on time.
Exit Ouko, enter law scholar Professor Wekesa Moni as the JSC edges closer to completion of the physical interviews with only 2 more candidates to go. Murimi Mwangi, KTN News, in Nairobi.
All right, one of the reasons why the 2017